A nationally televised Western Conference matchup between two teams that got severely humiliated in their last games. This is the battle of the wounded, the battle of the disappointments, and the single best reason that TNT needs flex games to choose from. I'd much rather see a better matchup. Now don't get me wrong. I love the Lakers soap opera. The best player of the last 2 decades who is destroying every all-time record in the books is trapped on the team with the worst owner, GM, and possibly coach in the NBA. LeBron is trapped with an injured Anthony Davis and a poorly performing Russell Westbrook. LeBron Bet's 2 teammates were unemployed over the summer, and SG Austin Reeves, undrafted rookie free agent, and SF Stanley Johnson, draft bust from the Detroit Pistons, who was last cut from the league. It's an unwinnable situation. Add in the idea that the Lakers traded away every first-round pick until 2027 to build this dumpster fire. The Clippers will rule Los Angeles for a decade. The Utah Jazz have a big two of sorts. They have SG Donovan Mitchell and C. Rudy Gay. After that they have struggled to build much more. Over the last 4 seasons the Jazz have been contenders for a playoff spot. But not much else. Now they are giving up space to the Memphis Grizzlies and Phoenix Suns. They have been usurped. With big roster decisions to make, they got smacked by the Clippers the last time they played. After going up by 25 points in the game, the Clippers clawed back for the win. The Jazz could do nothing to fend off the run. They were spent. The Los Angeles Lakers have won just 3 of their last 10 games. They went 4-6 ATS during that stretch. They fell out of the play-in game spot. They are suffering, infighting, and losing. They are on a 3-0 game losing streak with 5 of their last 7 games against winning teams. The GOAT LeBron James has tweaked an ankle and will probably only play a couple more games to get the scoring title before shutting it down. The end of the season for the team that won the title in the bubble will be a struggle to reach a play-in game. There are dark skies over Crypto.com Arena. The last loss to the Dallas Mavericks was indeed humbling. Guards Malik Monk and Russell Westbrook had 28 points and 25 points respectively on bad shooting. That opened the floor for Dallas star Luka Doncic to score 34 points in less than 30 minutes of play. The game was not as close as the final score, and the final score was Dallas 128, Lakers 110. The Lakers got 0 points from Dwight Howard in 5 minutes, 0 points from Avery Bradley in 16 minutes, and 4 points from Carmelo Anthony in 15 minutes. There are 3 rocking chairs waiting for these guys. They are on the long porch next to their rocking chairs marked Kent Bazemore, Wayne Ellington, DJ Augustin, and Trevor Ariza. It is time to take up fishing for most of these guys. If the roster was scrapped and a G League team was called up, the record would be either the same or better. The Utah Jazz have won 4 of their last 10 games, but are on a 5-game losing streak. They went 3-6 ATS during that stretch. If you had bet against them the last 5 games, you would be at the Land Rover dealership today. Leading scorer SG Donovan Mitchell is being desperately underserved on this team. He brings 26 points per game, 4 assists, and 1.5 steals. But he should not be the best player on a team. He is a shooting guard that falls below the levels of X and set by Kobe, MJ, and other SGs. Donovan is a great player that needs to be the number 2 option. Donovan is paired with C. Rudy Gobert, who is a defensive mastermind. Rudy gets 2 blocks per game to go with a mind-boggling 14.6 rebounds per game. Rudy is also great! But his 15 points per game won't get him into the top 3 centers in the league with Embiid, Jokic, and Karl-Anthony Towns. Unfortunately for Utah, 2 of those 3 centers play in the Western Conference. And both are in the Jazz's division. Rudy and Donovan are great players, no shade. You just cannot make a big 3 out of 2 guys who are not top 3 at their positions. They need to be split up in 2 giant, separate trades that bring back loads of players who would never come to Utah if they were free agents.